This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train. The next stop is
Wall Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Welcome back, everyone. Happy Friday. It is August 9th. This is Not Your Advisor with NYU Grad. Hope you had a great week. It has been a great week, a tiring week, a lot of news flow, as well as a lot of volatility. Before we jump into today's session, I did want to just say thank you. I'm still amazed at how much the Substack has grown within just a little bit over a year of starting the podcast series. But I've been on Substack longer than that. But still, it's just amazing. Almost 4,000 plus free subscribers. As well as a very large uptick in paid this year. For the recent paying subscribers who signed up, thank you again. I know you all have many options for your time, especially in this subcategory of financial news. So, and even those that just follow me and listen on Spotify or Apple podcasts and don't read anything or go to Substack at all, thank you. It's very humbling, and let's continue on this journey together. So let's jump right into the breadth numbers. So for the session, we had 108 new highs versus 223 new lows. So new lows is still winning. The advanced declines was fairly even, but it's skewed to the advancing. We had 56% advancing versus 40% declining. 59% of stocks were below their 50-day, and 42% of stocks were below their 200-day moving average, respectively. All the indices were green. We didn't really do much, to be quite honest. The Dow was up 51 points, which is nothing. The NASDAQ was up 0.5%, up 85 points, and the S&P was up about half a percent. So all of the Mag 7 were green today, except for NVIDIA. But we're talking about small potatoes. NVIDIA was down 0.2%. Microsoft was up 0.8%. Apple was up 1.3%, Google was up almost 1%, Meta was up 1.6%, Amazon was up 0.6%, Tesla was up 0.58%. The complexion of the day was low volume. It felt to me like Wall Street was just hunting for stops all day. Whether you were short or long, they were just hunting for your stops. Looking for transaction fees and looking to bust people out of their positions, setting up for next week, which is options expiration week. I suspect next week will still be volatile, despite today was low volatility and a very narrow range. I don't believe this is all over, and I do believe Godzilla is coming back next week. Just an anecdotal, this is not inside information, but I have a ton of friends in the professional trading profession. And, when you take a look across, the big ones, right? Like JP Morgan, Wells Fargo has a trading desk. You have Goldman Sachs, you have BlackRock. I know people in the industry, and the trading desks, they've been instructed to not travel for the foreseeable future. Not like this week, not next week, for a few weeks until further notice. So I don't believe this is over yet. Those type of memos don't go out to the trading floor and the trading desks because everything is hunky-dory and you don't have to worry about it. Because if you and I have a bad day, we might lose a few thousand, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. If those folks have a bad week, they could lose billions. So that tells me that we are in for more volatility heading into next week and into August. August and September, typically seasonally adjusted, are bearish times, or whenever, I'm not saying they're always bearish, but when we have bearish impulses, August, September, usually right for those type of moves, and we've already had those type of moves, so point proven, right? It's just historical data. But let's keep going. This one's going to be a short one because it really was not much pin action today. So I'm going to skip going over what was strong, what was weak. It wasn't that much, but I'll include it in the show notes. Oh man, I feel bad not going over it. It's like a tradition. Hold on one second. All right, here we go. So Sweet Green, I posted this on private chat. I've covered Sweet Green multiple times. I've been in and out of it. But Sweet Green was up 33% today. I'm sure that it was earnings related, right? Or news related. That doesn't happen for no reason. Kava, another restaurant, up 7.5%. Zillow Group up 4.7%. Pan American Silver up 2.8%. NetApp 2.7%. Wheaton Precious Metals 2.6%. Palantir 2.49%. CMG, which is Chipotle Mexican Grill, up 2.2%. iBit 2.13, which is Bitcoin. FBTC, which is Bitcoin, 2.1. Coinbase is up 2.06%. And Birkenstock Sandals Shoe Company up 2.02%. What was weak? Anything that was volatility related. VIX was down 14%. And then Rivian was down 5.2%. Wayfair down 3.9%. Intel 3.8%. Reddit 3.6%. Hut Corp 3.6, Yext 3.3, Lyft 3.08, Riot 2.7, Lyft 3.08, natural gas futures down 2.7%, Riot 2.7, oh I already said Riot, TerraWolf down 2.3, Marathon Digital down 2.07, and ACMR research down 2% for the session. So that's going to wrap up the free part of the podcast. I want to, again, just remind folks that are listening, there's a few days left until August 12th for the 40% off. All you have to do is go to nyugrad.substack.com/turmoil, and you will get that 40% off coupon, or just link is available in the show notes. I really appreciate you. It really is humbling that so many people have signed up this year to listen to my dumb a-hole talk about the markets. But I knew that this product, a 15 to 25 minute summary of the markets daily, without politics, without advertising, was something that many people wanted, because I also wanted that. So thank you. Please help me spread the word. Thank you all again for reviewing me on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. I will see you all on after the Monday session. That's my train.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.